Co-Chairman, Deputy Co-Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, may I welcome you once again to Mansion House and to the City of London for the fourth meeting of the City of London-Moscow Joint Liaison Group. If you haven't been to Mansion House before, please have a look at the art collection, which is one of the finest collections of Dutch and Flemish 17th century art in the United Kingdom. Particularly my favourite picture over here, which is of a wealthy 17th century merchant who is a picture of stability. He's a banker, clearly. He sits there with a dog at his feet, the symbol of fidelity, with a table, an inkwell, a man of letters, and he has a recorder, the instrument that you play, on his side, and a bright red pair of breeches, suggesting something exciting. Do have a look around the house. You're most welcome. We are looking forward now to presentations from the different work streams, showing the progress that has been made over the last 6 months in particular, but the last few years as well, and how that progress will contribute to Moscow and to Russia's economic development and to the development of business between London and Moscow. Many of the work streams, as we have heard this morning, have made significant progress, particularly in securities and derivatives. And I would like to applaud the contributions made by the Moscow Exchange and the National Settlement Depository for their achievements, such as NSD's formal recognition as the country's Central Securities Depository, their CSD, described as the most important liberalization measure in Russia's domestic market since the ruble became convertible. The commitment of senior management has been key in driving forward these changes, and they have also promoted Russia's increasingly attractive investment climate and improving financial regulation to the international community. I would like to thank them for their strong support. This work has been complemented by an education, trainings and qualification stream. The participating not-for-profit membership bodies from the UK in this work stream benefit from very generous pro bono support from senior practitioners, and this is leading to some high-quality, cost-effective qualifications. I'd like to congratulate the stream coordinators Oleg Preksin of the Financial University and George Littlejohn of the CISI for what they have achieved since the last meeting in July. I'm also delighted to announce the launch of a new work stream on regulation and supervision, set up to share best international practice on financial market regulation and to assist the Russian authorities in implementing a new financial regulatory model. So I'm delighted that Sarah Breeden of the Bank of England will give us an overview of the UK experience with the Twin Peaks regulatory model and its implications for London as a financial centre. The continuing and deepening dialogue between the UK and Russia in politics and business is itself part of I believe, a step change in contact and engagement between the two countries. Through annual City of London Lord Mayor visits, but also increasingly through ministerial engagement, especially after the Prime Minister's visit in September 2011. During Lord Green's recent trade mission to Russia and in First Deputy Prime Minister Igor Shuvalov's visit to London for the Intergovernmental Steering Committee on Trade and Investment in October, the potential was very clear. Russia is the UK's fastest growing major export market, with more than 600 UK companies operating in Russia and UK exports totaling 5 billion. A market of 140 million consumers looking for quality British products and services. Albeit coming from a base which may be lower than we would wish, nonetheless the potential is fantastic. That is all the more so as we literally hand over the torch to our Moscow partners from London 2012 to the Moscow Winter Games in 2014, where we think UK expertise in all aspects of construction and infrastructure can help Russia to deliver a great Games. It is significant that the importance of the initiative was highlighted during Lord Green's trade mission and Mr. Shuvalov's visit, as was the continuing commitment of our countries to it, just as we in London are committed to it. It's a key part of our deepening partnership and a key part of Russia's wider economic development. So we must continue to develop its work, and we shall, and identify new work streams and cap off others if we think they have already reached their goals. I'm already looking forward to my next meeting in Moscow at the end of May. So thank you to everyone here for their contribution, and a particular thank you to the City UK, and also to Vnesheconombank and the Russian government for their continued support. Perhaps the most telling statistic that I have heard this morning is an estimate of the number of active participants involved in the MIFC project of some 300 different people. Alexander, in an interview earlier in the year, you commented on Moscow's appearance in the rankings of financial centers by the YNZ Group. You said that it's good that some invisible hand has placed us in these rankings. It's clear that experts see the potential in Moscow. I do not know who that invisible hand might be, but we all see Moscow's huge potential, as I'm sure we will after these presentations. Thank you very much.